Your man out of Japan, Jay Contra here, and we are spicing things up today with a little web shopping on the Mandarake website. Now, what you need to know about Mandarake, if you're not familiar with them, they are a huge reseller of Japanese games, comic books, media, all kinds of collectibles in Japan, and they're very well known for being very harsh in terms of their how they grade games, as well as their very high prices. And you can see here, we've got Sega Saturn games going for upwards of more than $2,000. There's actually, I mean, that'd be about what, $2,200 plus tax. It's another 10%, and then add on other shipping fees. Mandarake does ship worldwide, even given the current circumstances. I believe they're still shipping worldwide through DHL, so that might cost you a bit more, but it'll get to you quite quickly. Now, what is also very interesting about Mandarake's website is that you can see that let's just go into a random listing here. What is this? Gyaku, something. Sorry, I'm not familiar with this particular game, but they are meticulous in their listings of showing a game, what it looks like. This is set. I'm fairly sure I've seen them in the shop. They've got these nice light boxes that they're putting their games in. They are showing you every single piece of this game, and they're breaking it down. They've shown you here the different grades. We'll probably go through it. Let's see. So yeah, here it is. This is the condition of the stuff. The disc is at an A-. The manual, A-. The OB, there's some slight damage to it, but actually, let's take a look at the OB here. So we can see here, we've got we can get almost to microscopic detail a look at this OB. But for the life of me, it says there's damage here. I don't know where it is. I can't see it. See, sometimes, I mean, maybe it's this. I don't. Yeah, if you can see this right here, maybe it's that. But honestly, there's nothing. This is mint to me. But they're saying, oh, it's damaged, and so this is actually less than what it would be. This item is going for about $300. And if the OB was in better condition, I could see this being like $350 without question. But maybe it's here. Maybe this is damaged. I'm trying to look. I just can't see it. I can't see it. And then we can see the disc here, and it's okay, you're not gonna get a great view of the disc here, but it's nice that they're showing you. I guess you can see if there's any damage to this little inner ring here. There's no glare, so you can't see if there's any scratches on it. But if there were scratches on it, they would tell you, and this would probably be even cheaper. What I've also noticed about what Mandarake offers online is, especially for the CD games, is that they generally only have copies with the OB. Now, that's not true of what you'll find in the store. You'll find games of all different kinds of condition, although they'll be in good condition. But for example, the Sengoku Blade without the OB is probably worth about $100, $110 maybe. This is going for about $140, and that's because it has the OB. It seems like their online store is very much their top level, top grade stuff. So we're not looking at C or even, the lowest grade at Mandarake is a C, and it doesn't even seem like we're seeing anything here, at least in terms of their games. At least in the limited amount of shopping or looking that I've done. I've never actually bought anything online from Mandarake, but from what I can tell, they don't really have the lower grade stuff here. So that means you will be spending perhaps a bit more than I would say you should on these games, because Mandarake games at the C level are still in immaculate condition, but they're not in the mintiest of conditions. So they actually will almost discount them compared to other shops. However, their A grade items are very expensive. And what is really interesting to me is that, especially when we go, I've got it ordered from what they have in stock right now, from the most expensive to the least expensive games that they have here. And so actually, what's the least expensive game that they're selling on their online shop? See, their cheapest game here is, wow, $65. That's actually shocking to me. I thought they would only be selling the expensive stuff here. But Guardian Heroes, okay, so Guardian Heroes, if you were to find it in a similar condition at, say, Trader, it's a $30 game. But because it's Mandarake, they have it priced at about $70 plus tax. But the thing is when you're buying it from Mandarake, it looks absolutely phenomenal. Now, let's see. The disc is at an A-. The manual is at a B. I want to take a look at the manual, and we can here. I honestly cannot tell you just looking at this basic stuff, it seems like they've gone to the center and they've shown the staples. The staples look in great condition, and this often happens to Japanese staples because, we're talking about stuff that's getting to be 30 years old now. They're very often be rusty because it's such a humid country. But just looking at it, I don't see anything wrong with this manual. Okay, there's a minus points here. I can't believe they didn't rate it a C because of this microscopic dent in the bottom of the manual. But I just don't see anything wrong with this. And although do not pay $75 for Guardian Heroes. I'm telling you right now, you shouldn't do that. Maybe $20 is the lowest you'd find it in Japan. And then they even have the Hagaki, the postcard. I don't know if this was included with every game that ever came out in Japan, but it's very common that this came out with new games. You don't often find them anymore, but it's a nice little treat to have a little bit of gaming ephemera because these would come out in Japanese games and you would fill it out. Oftentimes you'd be entered to win a prize, maybe some merchandise, maybe even sometimes like a whole new game in certain situations, and those games would end up being worth like thousands of dollars today. But it's just a little survey that you fill out. Let's see what's here. It's like, oh, how did you know about the game? Why did you buy it? List up to 3 reasons. You can select from the multiple choice here. I think you can even write in your own answer there. And then you can even rate the game, the story, the sound, the manual. That's even the difficulty. That's really cool. It's nice to have, but it's not essential. It seems here on the website, if it does come with the postcard, they will obviously give you a picture of it. But most other websites, it is not guaranteed for you to have the postcard. So now getting to the rarest of the rare stuff. Now that I've kind of explained how Mandarake operates, I want to show you the rarest of the rare. And we're going to go with the first one that's priced at over $2,000. This is, let's get a good shot of the cover. This is Derisoba Deraksu. And I have never seen this before. Oh, that's because it's not for sale. I have never heard of this before. And I'm guessing you won this as a prize. It doesn't give much information. That's the one thing about Mandarake that I think is maybe in the negative category. Like I actually kind of appreciate how big of a stickler they are for condition. But what I don't think I like very much about Mandarake is that it is not very, I think, welcoming to either people who don't know what an item is or just, people who are new to collecting in general. Because it's like you're kind of expecting people to know like what this is and why it's so expensive. I'm guessing, let's see, Tokyo Friend Park, it's misspelled Friend, Park 2 presents. It's a TBS show, Tokyo Broadcasting System. Cave made this? What is this even supposed to be? All right, let's take a look. I didn't know Cave made this. Yeah, so it's not for sale. I'm guessing you won it as a prize. Let's see, game power up. So it's got some advertisements. Yeah, I do not know what the purpose of this game is. Cave is very well known for its shooting franchises like Doronpachi. They've made some other great like Xbox 360 and Sega Saturn shooters. It looks like this is just is this a racing game? I've never heard of this. Looks like there's a 50cc scooter. I remember back from when I used to tootle around Japan on mine. But otherwise, it's actually not in great condition. So if this was an A-grade condition, oh boy, I don't want to know how much they'd be charging it. It looks like the manual's got kind of trademark. Yeah, see, those are scuffs from inside the jewel case. You've got the little, like, almost half circles, the semicircles, that keeps the manual up against the glass or up against the plastic so that, it doesn't fall out. That's I can see why this is at a C grade in terms of Mandarake. It looks perfectly fine to me. It's also got kind of a wave to it, and that's just inevitable with basically any paper product that you have in Japan because it just gets so humid, especially around typhoon season, or if it's not in a completely climate-controlled environment. And this happens to like cards, like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards as well. Those can get really curled due to the humidity. Now look at this. This is going to be a really interesting case study here. We've got 2 of the same game. Let's see, this is, interestingly enough, they have the listing of where this item actually resides. So this one on the right here is going for $900. This is, it's like, Tataromaru? Yeah, I think that's how you say it. This one on the right is at the Nakano Broadway location, which is this big mall complex. right next to Nakano Station. And on the left, it's the Akihabara Complex. So these are at two different stores, and I'm going to assume there are two different conditions. So let's take a look. So this one is graded. The disc is at an A, the manual's at a B. The OB has some kind of damage to it. Now, this is an action game, I believe. Let's take a look at the back for some screenshots. Yeah, this is a really expensive game. I've seen this go for... I wouldn't pay over $600 for this, but I actually wouldn't pay any money for this because I don't have that kind of money to spend on Sega Saturn games yet. It does look really cool. It's an action game that is very, very hard to find. I've seen it in a couple places, but again, maybe at Surugaya this game would cost $600. But let's take a look at the condition. Let's take a look at the OB. It's got damage to it. Let's see if we can find what they consider damage. Maybe this here. Maybe that. Maybe this edge wear here. I honestly don't see anything that's wrong with this. I don't know why they have it rated as damaged. Let's see. Let's look at the manual. Let's rate it at a B. So here's the front of the manual. I don't even see any curling. I don't see the trademark. Let's see. No, I don't see. There's no wear on the bottom, but I don't see why this is a B. I don't see it. I don't understand. Let's see, here's the center here. I'm guessing they're doing the center just to show the staples, because that can be a big deal. Taro Maru, excuse me, yeah. This is something I'd really love to play, but I don't think I want to $1,300 play it. Although I guess, well, if you include tax, $1,300. Let's just say that. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is the big damage to the manual. This is why it's rated at a B. Right here. This little corner. That's why it's a B. And then it also comes with the... Oh, what is that? Hold on. Oh, this is cool. What is this? It's like a little... I don't know. A little insert right there. I don't know. See, Taro Maru. And then it also comes with the Hagaki, the postcard. Yeah. So let's see. Now, we've gotten a look at that. Everything looks to be in good shape. Now, could we save $400? Why would we purchase this one? Let's see. Now, the disc is rated at a B. Manual's a B. The OB has also huge damage to it. Let's see. Let's take a look at the OB first. I can kind of see it. Looks like there's some wear here. Kind of bent in. But again, I don't see any edge wear at all on this. It looks perfectly fine. Let's take a look at the manual. Manual's a B. Is there anything wrong with the manual? No. Look at the bottom. No. A bit wavy there. You can kind of see a couple waves going vertically or horizontally across the upper third and the lower third. But again, it doesn't matter. It's... Ooh, uh-oh. I think, yeah. Looks like there's some light damage to the manual there. But again, it's like nothing. It's nothing. I cannot visually distinguish between these manuals or the game itself. Looking at this, looks like there might be something there. That's not disc rot because it's in the center, so that's not an issue. And it could just be a weird reflection. That's another thing. Yeah, it looks like they got some weird glass over it that might be holding it in. So that's not an issue. I don't see anything wrong with the disc. So if you want to save yourself $400 on Taro Maru, buy this one over here on the right, because I cannot... There's maybe some microscopic differences between these two games, but you'd be hard-pressed to see it. I don't see it. Then let's see here. Let's look at these two. Let's see. We've got Mizubaku Daiboken. I've not heard of this game. I'm not as familiar with the rare Sega Saturn games as I should be, which is why I'm doing this. I want to learn what's really expensive out there. So this is all in A grade condition. Everything looks good. The disc is an A-, but I don't know what makes an A- versus an A, to be honest. Yeah, everything looks fine. Let's see here. Mizubaku Daiboken Adventure. What kind of game is this? Let's take a look at the back. That's why I like these games. That's why I dislike actually the PC Engine boxes, is because they don't like have any pictures of the game on the back. But this would be great to if through nefarious means, if you could get this to work on your Sega Saturn, which I'm sure you could. This has got to be floating around somewhere. Would probably be fun to play. So that is $800. Let's look at this copy, which is $600. Well, about $550, give or take a few bucks. I think it's 105 yen to the dollar right now, 106. This is in B grade. Now, what does a B grade look like? I gotta tell you, I've been looking around at some shops here in the UK where I'm filming, and this would be sold as a mint, absolutely nothing wrong with it game. Like, look at this. It says it has the Obi and it has massive critical damage, but where is it? I don't see it. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's this here. That actually seems kind of common to have some weird wear there.
In the UK, though, some people list things as new that are not in the box.
Yeah.
So it'll be like the disc is like new, or the cartridge is like new.
Yeah, they used to do that at GameStop in America. They'd be like, "Oh, I'm going to sell you this new copy of Assassin's Creed. Here, I'm going to take a disc out from beneath the counter and put it in the game, and into the box." And it's like, is that really new at that point? I don't know.
No, but they don't even put it in a box. They'll just say it's new and it's just a cartridge. They do that a lot with Vita.
Oh my god. Okay, maybe this here. Maybe that's the big damage they're talking about, but I don't know. So yeah, honestly, save yourself $200, buy that copy. This one, let's see, this one is at the Akihabara. Yeah, both of these are in Akihabara. Waltz. Haimu Warutsu. I do not know what this is. This is so weird. Oh, it's a not-for-sale game, so that would explain why it's so expensive. Let's see. Heim Waltz is made for children, based on the concept of the simple and enjoyment housing. Sakisimi Heim, sorry, I can't read that, has created a perfect environment for you. You'll be a cheerful and healthy with Waltz. What is this? Let's see. Sega Saturn CD ハイムワルツではハイマルツをより楽しんでいただくためウォークスルーとプランニングの2コースをご用意いたします。Oh, I think this is yes. Okay, multimedia soft house information haimu waratsu. I'm guessing this was software that was made back in the mid-90s to show a house. Now, how you would have gotten a hold of this, I do not know. Haimu jigyobu. Yeah, this is real interesting. So this is, so it's a house plan, and it's just showing you pictures. It's probably got some full motion video in it, and it's like showing you what you get in your house. But why a company would put this out on a Sega Saturn disc, even though it's not for sale? I mean, maybe they would have like Sega Saturns at their like shops, and they would be like, they would put this thing in, they would show you the video when you're like, visiting to like plan out your house. But that is wild, and it's going for, this is something that you basically, is expensive because people who want a full Sega Saturn set are buying it, because it's $700. You're not getting $700 worth of gameplay out of this. I can guarantee you that. Okay, now off to something that is just as interesting, but I think also very disappointing. This is Final Fight Revenge, the limited edition version that comes with the RAM cartridge. This one is $450, and I say disappointing because I love the Final Fight series. I've played all of them, I think except for Guy right now, but I've got to get around to playing that. But this is just a 3D fighting game, and it is not a beat-em-up as I had expected. And it is not great. I have played this before through nefarious means because I'm not going to pay $400 for this game, as much as I love Final Fight. But it looks real rough. The polygons are not great. The game, it does not fight well. I think you can play as Poison, actually. I think this is the first time you could ever play as Poison, though, in a game. Although I think I'd prefer playing Street Fighter 4, to be honest. Otherwise, it's Yeah, I would not recommend buying this game. But if you want to collect all the Final Fight games, it is actually the most expensive Final Fight game. And then look at this. So this came in. I don't think it's going to come with an Obi. It actually came in a box. I don't know if all of the memory cartridges. So if you remember back to the Sega Saturn, the crazy thing about the Sega Saturn was that some games required a memory expansion cartridge to be slotted into the cartridge slot in the back of the Sega Saturn. Some other games include, I think there's like a Marvel vs. Capcom game that I think needs it. I know definitely Street Fighter Alpha 3 needs that cartridge. And it's not actually branded though. I would actually have hoped if I was buying this game that I would get a cool Final Fight Revenge branded memory cartridge. So I'm a bit disappointed in that as well. And you can see here, this is actually downgraded. This could easily be $500-$600 if it was in an A grade, but you can tell it's in this cardboard box. And then I think the jewel case is inside that box as well. Oh, I don't actually, no, there must be. Where is it? Where's the jewel case? I don't see one though. So what did the CD come in? No, that's not it. Yeah, okay. So hold on. There must be a jewel case somewhere, but they don't show it, which is very strange, unless this is the jewel case. That's really weird. Is this the manual? No. See, there's a big scratch across the back. But I mean, this is literally like this is probably the condition of how you would find it. Like, this would be a good condition game at a place like Surugaya, I'll say. Yeah, so Mandarake B is a Surugaya A. That's that's what I'll say. Let's see, there's Deppy. I'm not super familiar with that. Cotton. Let's take a look at Cotton. Ooh, no. Let's go with Alpha 3. So this copy of Alpha 3, this does not include the memory cartridge. You need the memory cartridge to play the game, and there are some copies that include it, but this one clearly does not. It does not come in that cardboard case, though it does come with the Obi, so it's in a different category, I suppose you could say. The disc is at an A, the manual is at a B. This is, I'm told, I remember having a discussion with someone about this in a stream, that this is an arcade perfect version. I think the one that came out for the Dreamcast is slightly different, but again, if you want to save your money, buy the Dreamcast version. Even at Mandarake, it's only going to be $30 or $40, as opposed to the $340 that they want for this copy of Alpha 3. I've loved this game. I've played it. It is definitely one of my favorite Street Fighters. Probably my favorite, because I think it's like the apex of 2D Street Fighter. And it even comes with the postcard. Yeah, let's take a look at Cotton, and then we'll hit. So Cotton is going for $350, give or take a few bucks with the exchange rate. Oh, I hope YouTube doesn't turn off monetization for this, given the some of the adult nature of this. Yeah, it looks like in great shape to me. $350. So, well, actually no. So it's 300 and it actually be $25 off. So it'd be about 330 plus tax. And then here we go. Blast Winds going for $300. Galaxy Force, or no, is Guardian Force? Yeah, Guardian Force, $300. Steam Hearts for $300. You could maybe, if you're lucky, you can find it for $200 elsewhere. So let's see. Blast Wind, you can save yourself $50 by buying this one down here. I'm sure there's no real difference in terms of the quality. Actually, let's see. How cheap can we get? I'm really fascinated by this. So let's see. This copy of Final Fight Revenge is 49,000 yen, so it's $450. Save $200, my dudes. Look at it. There's nothing wrong with this one. Okay, the box is a little bit more beat up, but is this? Do you $200 care about this? I don't. I mean, I wouldn't pay $300 to get Final Fight Revenge anyways, but this is perfectly acceptable to me. I just love, as much as you see the variable prices in the store in Mandarake, I love that you can see it on the website and you can just do direct comparisons. Because especially a lot of this stuff would be in the showcase and you're not really sure how many copies of the stuff that they have. Radiant Silvergun, somehow, it's still just been $200 forever. I mean, actually, well, I think a few years ago it was like 150, but over the last 5 years, it has not changed in price that much. Anything else interesting? Battle Garega. God, I wish I just waited a month. Could have saved like $50 buying that. Then here we go. Sengoku Blade. Ooh, so cute. Terra Diver. So cute. Gudentai. Oh, $150 for Battle Garega. Oh my god. I know, that's the one thing I ever bought from Super Potato, and I still regret paying that as much as I did for it. But I mean, I still got my money's worth out of it because it's my favorite shooter of all time. Now, what's on the cheaper end? Let's see. Oh yeah, Kingdom Grand Prix is going for $90. Princess Crown for $80. That really shot up. That used to be like a $40 game. Soul Divide, it's a great horizontally scrolling shooter. I would recommend getting the Psycho Shooting Collection. It's in one of those for the Switch. Not a ton of variety for the Sega Saturn stuff on Mandarake's website, but still some really cool stuff. Frankly, on the high end, I don't know if I would recommend buying anything online from Mandarake unless it's the C-graded stuff. So I would need to check eBay on this, but this may be a deal on Final Fight Revenge. I'm going to look this up after the video, but you could be saving a lot of money on this. I'm not sure. I know I've seen it for about this price in Japan at other stores, but maybe check online. Mandarake might be the place where if you're looking for the extremely rare stuff, if you can find it in a low condition like this, which, you know, to a foreigner like myself is not that low of a condition anyways, you could end up saving, I'm talking literally hundreds of dollars on these games. So, I think I'm hitting time here. Please tell me what you thought about this. I haven't done many Mandarake shopping videos online, so still trying to figure it out, but I think it was a good experience for me, and I learned a lot about the insanely expensive Sega Saturn games that are out there. So if there's anything, also if there's a system you'd like me to look into, as well as if there's any games you'd like me to look for on the Mandarake site, please let me know. I'm looking for video ideas. Thanks for watching, and a big mahalo to all my Patreon supporters.